Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have a 20-month-old boy named Suleiman. My name is Sara and I'm expecting baby number 2 in February. I am currently 25 weeks pregnant and I'm going to be doing a 25-week bump date for you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys a bit about the baby and a bit about my symptoms and all that good stuff. If you like those types of videos, please be sure that you're hitting up that like button, subscribe for more content. So we're currently in a different background because I'm not home. I'm visiting my family in Toronto. We drove quite a few hours to get here. Just excuse the background, enjoy our little teddy bear friend, and let's get into the video. To start off, I'm going to talk about the baby's development. They are still the size of a papaya or a bunny rabbit, which is so cute. They're about 14 inches long and just a little bit over 1.5 pounds at this point. At 25 weeks, they start to rhythmically move to music. So if you play music, they might start responding to that, which is quite interesting. 50% of their energy currently goes into brain development. So you might notice that they're not moving as much. Their brain is developing a lot this week and a lot of energy is going into that. Lung development is another big thing that's happening this week. The alveoli sacs within the lungs have started to develop and the membranes are also developing. They are now thin enough for the baby to take their first breath and allow for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, which is pretty amazing. So typically by the end of this week, your baby should be able to breathe, which allows for a higher success rate if they are born early. The eyes have completely developed as well around this point of pregnancy, which is incredible. The brain also now registers stimuli from light and sounds. So you might see that they're more responsive when it's bright, or you might notice that they're more responsive when there's music. Definitely noticed this at my sister-in-law's wedding this weekend. I'll post some photos of what I wore and what we did. It was a beautiful wedding. And I noticed my little guy was kicking up a storm during certain points. At this point in pregnancy, it's also advised that you start taking magnesium. Magnesium is essential in bone development. It helps with the absorption of calcium, but it also wards off preterm labor. They often give this in hospitals as well for someone who is contracting early. It's advised that you take about 350 milligrams to 400 milligrams. It's usually in the prenatal. If it's not, you can talk it over with your doctor. Now, what's going on my end? So symptom-wise, this week has been rough. I won't lie. This week has been my most uncomfortable week of pregnancy. I just feel blech. I have previous symptoms that I've mentioned in other videos, and you guys can check those out later or wherever they are, somewhere up top screen. But sciatica's back. I dealt with this around pretty early on in this pregnancy, so I'm looking forward to going home next week and seeing my chiropractor because that alignment is game-changing. And if you have sciatica, definitely talk to your doctor and see if they recommend chiropractic care for you. The next symptom that I've been dealing with is swelling. You can see it in my face, my nose, my hands, my wrists, my feet. It is so uncomfortable. I think it also added to the pressure that I've been feeling because I do feel my uterus rising and it's probably around this point, just above my belly button. And it feels like there's just pressure upwards, which takes away my breath. And you can maybe tell in this video that I'm breathing quite heavily, and it's because I can't seem to catch my breath. And final symptom that I've been dealing with this week are breakouts. I've had a really bad breakout this week, probably the worst in my entire pregnancy, and just before the wedding, of course. Perfect timing. If you're in the same point, let me know in the comments. And if you have any other symptoms that you've been experiencing at this point that are also uncomfortable or maybe not uncomfortable, share some good stuff too. Let us know in the comments because I'm definitely interested in hearing what other people have been going through in their pregnancies. This pregnancy update, I thought it would be fun to talk about some pregnancy myths that I've been told or that I've been faced with. And if you believed any of these, let me know. So the first myth that I've been told is that you can't bend down or bend over while pregnant. People have been telling me this constantly this pregnancy. And I asked my doctor, I can bend down. It is totally fine to bend down when you're pregnant, so long as you're not a complicated or high-risk pregnancy, or your doctor specifically asks you not to. There's no reason that a pregnant woman cannot bend down or bend over while pregnant. The second myth that I've been told is that your body doesn't produce milk or colostrum until after the baby's born. It's false. your body can actually produce milk as early as 14 weeks into pregnancy. And I found this out this pregnancy because, well, my body's been producing it much earlier this pregnancy. Third myth that I've been told is that you have to talk to your baby daily or they won't recognize your voice, which is crazy. I mean, I don't know who believes this one, but your baby hears your voice all the time. Your baby does not need you to speak directly to them, to bond with them, or to recognize your voice. They will know you. They will know you so well, they will recognize your scent. There is no need for talking to the belly or singing to the belly. Those are all things you can do that are lovely and bonding and beautiful. And if you enjoy doing those things, go for it. But don't add that pressure to yourself. Touching your belly, bonding with your baby in that way, just keeping it whatever feels natural to you is just as good, and your baby will recognize you just fine. Fourth myth that I've been told and faced with in both pregnancies is that morning sickness is indicative of your baby's gender. So if you're really sick, you're having a girl, blah, blah, blah. False. Morning sickness is not indicative of gender at all. If you have morning sickness, or HG in particular, it's genetic. It's just how your body deals with hormones. So it has nothing to do with the gender of your baby. It does not indicate whether you're having a boy or a girl. Symptoms are not indicative of anything, which is myth number 5. The fifth myth that I've been told is that there is a specific pregnancy shape you're supposed to have, or a specific type of pregnancy symptom you're supposed to have. It's false. Every woman is different. Every baby is different. Your body develops according to each pregnancy differently. I developed a low belly with my son's Suleiman's pregnancy. It doesn't mean anything. He implanted low. That's all it was. And he had a posterior placenta. In this pregnancy, I'm developing high. The placenta is anterior, different baby, same gender, not indicative of anything. If you were told any of these myths, or if you believed any of these myths, or if you have any that you'd like to share, please be sure to let us know in the comments. Okay, and with that, I think I'm going to show you guys the bump. This is my bump from the front. You can see it's much higher up now. It's like right here. And then this is my bump from the side, and I am wearing a loose sweater, so I'll try to show you guys. Definitely still sticking out. Yeah, he's like right here again. He loves chilling there. And that's 25 weeks, baby. All right, so with that, let's call it an update. If you like this type of video, please be sure that you're hitting up that like, subscribe for more content, and have your notification bell turned on for future videos. And let me know what you want to see more of in the comments. I do upload regularly, and I like listening to what you guys have to say and what you're interested in. If you agree or disagree with anything that I've said, also feel free to share your opinion. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.